In organized high school sports, football accounts for more than 60% of the concussions reported in the United States. Concussions have been linked to the prolonged effects of traumatic brain injuries, also known as chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. And the frequency of football concussions has many parents concerned. For one high school student, Keenan Perky, the number of concussions he has sustained is controlling whether he will continue to play the game. As a freshman at Grant High School in Portland, Oregon, Perky played one season of football for the Generals. But before he stepped on the field for the first time, he had already received 3 concussions.
I was playing offensive tackle, and it was a JV versus varsity practice scrimmage, and I just got completely blindsided by the defensive tackle. I was running right behind me to attack the quarterback, and just took me out, just clipped me right around here.
After he started playing football, he sustained his 4th. Perky said he initially was dizzy and went to the locker room with a headache, but the headaches continued the next day, along with nausea. He went to the doctor where he was diagnosed with a concussion and kept out of school for the rest of the week. For his father, the news was initially disappointing.
For him to get concussed early in the season when he was having a good time too, he was enjoying it, was really disappointing at multiple levels.
Symptoms of concussions can include headaches, emotional instability, blurred vision, sensitivity to noise and light, and disturbance of sleeping patterns. Dr. Michael Keister is an expert on the devastating effects of concussions.
So something happens, some sort of traumatic effect, a blow to the head, a blow to the body that causes the head to whip back and forth, which then the brain moves back and forth. So if you think about it, your brain is sitting in your skull like a yolk inside an egg. Gets shaken back and forth. You shake that yolk back and forth, it's going to get a little damaged. Same thing, your brain bounces back and forth.
Keister says significant damage can be caused even by small repeated hits to the head.
It does appear that there's an effect upon the brain and its function and the long-term damage with these multiple hits over time. So what you describe as subconcussive blows.
Perky's mother, Julie, had been hesitant to let Keenan play in the first place.
And so I thought, well, I'll let him play. But I said, if he gets a concussion, that's it. And so he did play, and he got a concussion.
And Keenan's doctors gave her strong advice.
They said, stop him now, do not let him play again, do not let him play again. As I talk to you and tell you this, it kind of makes me think, okay, we should stick with that and not let him play again.
Because of the Perky's growing concern around concussions, his parents said he will only be allowed to play if he becomes a kicker and is no longer on the front line. The Oregon State Athletic Association has modified practices and rules in the past few years to limit tackle exposure. While concussions continue to be a growing concern, Dr. Keister sees the decrease in activity levels of youth as more of a concern.
It's easier to sit in front of the computer or sit in front of the TV or sit on your phone than to go to football practice or go to wrestling practice. So I think concussion kind of is easy to blame, but I don't think it's the single solution to it.
Reporting for Oregon News, I'm Emma Childs.